and welcome to my very first Christmas mini-series. I have decided that I'm going to do a series using Nativity, which is by Craft Consortium and Helz Cuppleditch. So every Saturday through November and possibly into the first few of December, I'm going to put up a video of me creating something using the Nativity collection. Today's video is going to be a fun fold card. Not all the videos are going to be fun folds. There's quite a few things I have planned. Some of the videos are going to be quite short, some of them will be a bit longer, but I really hope you enjoy the series. So let's get into today's video. So I have pre-prepped a lot of this. I will put a link to my blog in the description box of this video, and then all you have to do is click onto that link and it will take you straight to the correct page so you can get all the measurements and score lines for this card. Now there's not actually that many score lines needed to make this card, and I am really excited for this one because this is a double joyful card. Now if you've been following my channel for a little while, you will know I absolutely love the joyfold card, and I did it as my first ever video on the channel, and I also did it in my Corona Craft challenge, and I know several of you did enjoy that fold and have continued to make it since, so I thought we would do this one and hopefully everyone will love this just as much. So as I've said, the score lines and measurements will all be on my blog, but I'm going to show you the score lines for the base. So the base of the card, this one's going to be 11 inches by 5.5 inches. So on the 11-inch side, we're going to score at 4 1/4. And we're going to score at 8 1/2. And then we're going to fold those and just give them a really quick burnish. And then we're going to fold this one over on that one. Okay, so right now this is what you'll have. You'll have the big piece here, and you'll have a little piece there, and you'll have a piece in the middle. Then you're going to need another piece of card. This one is 7 inches by 3 inches. And we're going to score this one as well. And we're going to score this one at 3.5 inches. And then you're going to fold that over and give that a burnish as well. Now this piece is always going to open up to the right like that, so your score line and your fold line needs to stay on the right hand side, and that's how it's going to go into the card. Okay, so that is all the scoring we actually need to do. So I'm just going to pop my scoreboard down. So I'm going to decorate the little piece here first. So I'm going to bring in my mats and layers. Now I have used quite a fair bit of mirror card. You don't have to do this many mats and layers. It's entirely up to you how you decorate your card. But I just really like mirror card, especially gold mirror card on Christmas cards. So I'm going to be decorating the whole thing. So this is going to be the front. I'm going to decorate the inside, and I'm also going to do the back, but I'm going to leave the back for now, and you'll see why in a little while. So just for now, I'm going to glue my mirror card to the front of the card. I was so excited to find this fold, I can't even tell you. There's not many videos that I could find on this card. The ones I did find are Stampin' Up demonstrators. So I've kind of had a look at both of those, and then kind of done my own thing, really. But you'll easily find the videos if you wanted to have a little look. Now, in my blog, I'll be giving you the actual measurements for this, so that's fine. But I just wanted to show you it is possible to use your scrap pieces to do decorations with. So as you can see, this is 2 separate pieces, but I'm actually going to glue them on just like this. So I've still got the nice border, and it all matches up, and then my decoration piece will sit over the top nicely. But it's not a whole piece, so you know, keep hold of your scraps because you can always use them. So I'm just going to glue those down and then I'll be back to you. Okay, so that's now glued down, and I can put my little topper over the top. Just make sure before you stick anything down that your card is opening the right way. So that's fine. And look, once that's stuck down, you are really not going to see that that was a little scrappy piece either. So that's really handy. And I'm also going to try and make sure that I'm using different parts of the collection on this card, because I think the beauty of a fun fold is it does show off papers so beautifully well. So when you've got a collection like this that is just so gorgeous to work with, you know, you can really showcase the different papers. But I really liked the star background behind this little topper, which I've cut from the 12 by 12, was it maybe? Or this might have actually come from the 6 by 6 pad, because of the size, it fits on nicely. But it just carried through, because it's got the stars there, it carried through. And I just thought it looked nicer than being on the front of the card just on its own. So I'm just going to open it up now and put some more mirror card on the inside. Just making sure I've got a nice even border all the way around. It's not huge borders, and I'm not working with huge borders on my mats either. I just want nice little borders. As I say, you don't have to do so many mats and layers. You could just put the DSP down, but I just really like the effect you get by having the gold around the edges, really. I just think it gives it that extra something, especially on a Christmas card. So that's down. So now I'm kind of torn between the Noel and the animals. I could do one of each, like that, but I actually think I might just go with the animals. Yeah, let's just do that. So this card's not going to take long to put together. It's literally the prep that took the time. So I like to get it all ready ahead of time, and having the baby just takes that little bit extra to get stuff done. I did lose concentration at one point, and I have cut something a little bit wrong, but the measurements on the blog will be correct. So I'll just get this bit here stuck down and we'll move on. And I really hope you'll give this fold a try. I know that the Joy fold did go down really well when I did my Corona Craft challenge, and I've seen, I think it was Christine has made quite a few of them since, which is lovely to see. And then I'm going to put a sentiment inside. So I've already cut it and stamped it. Now all of this card that I'm using today is the Hobbycraft Christmas card pack that I purchased recently. And I have to say that the white card that came in the pack, it does stamp up really nicely. So to give you an idea of the size of this little sentiment, let's just bring in a ruler. It's not huge, to be honest. What's that? Just over 2 inches, I would say. Yeah, just over 2 inches. And I'm going to put it on the furthest one, actually, because there's going to be a sentiment inside as well, so I don't want them right next to each other, really. So I think it will work being here. I kind of want that quite central. Okay, so I'm going to leave that all to dry. Just stand it over there. I'm going to bring my main card back in. Now, before I go any further, I am going to just bring in a trimmer, and I'm going to chop the tiniest bit off of the front of this card. So this is the front, and when you open it up, you'll have that bit. So just off of this piece here, I'm going to chop off the tiniest bit, but it's not even going to be like 1/8 of an inch. It's literally going to be millimeters. Okay, so you can see I've barely done anything, but it's just going to help it close better when it's all finished. So I'm going to do the inside of the card now. So for the inside, I have some mirror card. I have a white piece of card that I have stamped with a sentiment, which will go in the middle. I have another piece of gold card just here, which is going to have the holly, which will go there. I've also done some decoration for this side, which I carried the holly theme through. Now this piece of DSP is the piece I was talking about earlier, where I said I was distracted by the baby and cut it slightly wrong, but the measurement on the blog, as I said, is fine. It's just slightly inconsistent border. So I'm going to get all that stuck down, and then I will come back to you. Just make sure when you're sticking down that your card is facing the correct way, which mine is. So you want to make sure all the time we're now working that the small bit is to your right. Okay, so I've stuck all those down, so that's the inside of the card now done. So I've just got to do these bits here and then stick our little piece on. So for this piece here, all I've done is cut some mirror card and the lined iridescent page, which I'm going to place on here. Right, that's now stuck down. So now I've got that in place, what I'm going to do is just stick my mirror card onto the small piece of the back and my paper on as well. So that's now in place and drying. So I'm going to do the front of my card. Now, because I've chopped off a little bit from here, I may want to now adjust the sizing of my mats and layers, because obviously they're now going to be a bit too big. So I'm going to bring my trimmer back in, and on the mirror card that's going on the front of the card, I'm literally only going to take off the tiniest bit again, but I am going to slightly reduce that. Let's just check it for size. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to do a little bit more, and just play around with it till you're happy. it's literally just taking tiny bits off till you've got the matte and layer that you're wanting. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So now I'm probably going to now need to also adjust, yeah, this one here. So I'm just going to take a tiny smidge off of here, trying to keep it straight. You might actually want to take some off the bottom as well, which I did on the mirror card, and I will probably do on this piece here as well. I'm just going to take a tiny little bit off again. I'm not 100% happy yet. That's better. I need to take a tiny bit off the bottom because I've adjusted the rest of it. Let's test that one out. Okay, happy with that. So I'm going to stick all that down and then I'll be right back to you. Right, that's all stuck down now, and this is what the card is looking like. Okay, now I had originally cut out some more mirror card and a topper, which was one of the decoupage sheets that came with the collection, and I was going to put it on like so, but I've decided that's going to create far too much bulk, so I'm now not going to do that. So I'm going to save that for a different project during the mini series. So I'm going to now put this piece on, and this piece is going to attach to the small flap as we spoke about earlier, and it's really, I think, going to be personal choice whether you leave it sticking out like that and have it on the edge of that, or whether you push it more along so that that is like the closure, if that makes sense. It depends whether it's going to bug you, that being there, or whether you want it there. So I think I'm going to kind of go between the two, and I think I'm going to put mine just in the middle. So because of that, I don't want to put glue all over the back of this, because otherwise I'm going to stick it to that, which is not what I want to do at all. So let's just get that opened up a bit. So if I sort of put it where I want it and flip it over, I can see where I need the glue to go. So I don't want it right on the end there. So if I kind of grab my glue, I'm going to come down there. So I'm just going to do a square for now. Which hopefully will be enough. And then so I want to make sure it's straight. That would be a great start. So I'm happy with that. Just make sure it stays nice and straight. Right, so that's how it's looking right now, but I kind of feel like I want to add something to this. So I've just grabbed a couple of the little wooden shapes that come with the collection. I'm kind of thinking I might just put them like that. There was another one for the gold, frankincense and myrrh. I used that on a card It was a twisted easel card that I did as part of a collaboration with Roz, which you'll find, if you haven't seen the video, it's under playlists on the collaboration playlist. So I kind of need some more wooden shapes, I think, because it would have been nice to have the 3 for this, but I've already used one. But I think that looks quite cute as it is. And I'm going to leave the back. I don't want to decorate the back. I don't think anyone will look at the back. And I'm just going to finish it off with a few of the adhesive pearls that came in the collection. They are gorgeous little stars. So I think I'll just add a couple on the front here. I might mix and match the colours actually. And I have one of these white ones as well. And there we have the double joyful card. I think it's a really, really nice take on the joyfold. I think it'll make someone a lovely card this Christmas, and I'm really happy with how that's come out. So let me know what you think. Do you like it? Are you going to give it a go? What do you think? So I hope you've enjoyed the first video in the mini series. As I said, I'll put a different video up every Saturday through November of different makes, but all will be using Nativity collection. I hope you were all safe and well and crafting. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will be back really soon. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.